chillax, chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the toss, Bernard. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. That right there, a good preview of the matchup we intend to watch closely here in this wild card game.
And it's going to go throughout the game, but let's face it, you just mentioned it, wild card. We're just starting the playoffs. If you didn't run your number one guy on their number one guy throughout the season, you do it now. The playoffs have begun, best on best.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Over.
And as he sees the play clock ticking down, Marvin Lewis decides to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Bernard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now it's Taylor. Flush, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve?
It was a backhand.
Like
a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I like that. It'll help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Calais Campbell able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Bengals are in for 6.
Let's go! Touchdown! Woo! Touchdown, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Way to start! Woo! Yeah!
So that'll back him up 5. Extra point attempt here still to come. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that runs him down, and my goodness, that will be a huge loss on the play. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. from the shotgun. It's Taylor. And Taylor cannot escape. He goes down to the end zone. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown.
And that's a terrific score. Now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for two?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for two. The analytics people probably want them to go for two. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
Yeah, we get a look at it here, but, hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for two. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
And the blitz does come. Going deep for Eifert. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Taylor flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Taylor. And he fires one incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Taylor will throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Hot! Hot!
Back to throw. And he's got Sanu. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
To throw. Fighting to stay upright. Being chased out left. Forced out to his left. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here's Bernard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. Now, the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the posts.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
319. Under.
Now Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over them. They've got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he fends him off. Buying time to his left. Being chased out left. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now to throw again. Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Taylor. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Safarian-Jenkins. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The pitch to Fournette. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's to the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Flag 32. Check line. Under.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Ross to return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
I sound it. open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, what's underground, frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menus, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef, I'm shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
So what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. That presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone.
take it when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, he already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, reason or the ledge. I'm your what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like the warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This on that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York with a pitchfork.
Yeah, for real, it's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. With the paper, see them lames later. Can't save her. Her stepped out, now she's saying what she really think. Open accounts no matter where we at. There and back, eyes barely open. I never it once and she two. That means it's can't. But my explosive, train to go, my chain to glow. Everything you see I paid for, gang or crow. For real, it's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, it's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear.
They clear.
I'm shining from ear to ear.
I'm shining from ear to ear. Stand my ground, I ain't showing no fear. I done came up like the top of the stairs. These takers, they cannot compare. I'm in the crowd with the mosh pit. I hit the stage and it show. I'm in the game, I can't forfeit. Honestly, I'ma make more hits. Hop in the coupe and I swerve the latest. She get because I am the greatest. I stayed the same and then came out of changes. You wanna know what it's like to be famous? No, in public, skies be all of that. I'm ballin' like I got buckets. And they hate cause we stunt like nothing.
For real, it's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. Yeah, I'm about to for real. I'm about to cash for real. Shorty got for real. If it's no mass, it's for real. I want that for real. My for real. Running the game. You speak of me, put big homie in front of my name. For every one of you lames, y'all in original, they all sound the same. I stay ballin'. Money like a faucet. It stay running. I can't call it. Got the bug, I think they caught it. I'm with bosses. For real. It's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real. It's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear.
Hey. Okay. Pocket through big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket through big day sumo. Pocket through big sumo. Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour?